Good morning, dear student. Once again, welcome in a science class. Now, today's class is about the coal and petroleum, or you can say about the natural resources. So, in today's class, we are going to start the new chapter that is coal and petroleum, that fifth chapter of our textbook. As you see that there are the numerous substances found in the nature or in the universe, either it is living and non-living, and these substances are utilized by the human being to run their life smoothly and comfortably. So these all things which are utilized by the human being for their comfort and for the easiness, and you can say for the running their life smoothly, these all the substances are known as what? Natural resources. So natural resources means the living and non-living substances are found in nature and used for the supporting life. Means these living and non-living things that found in a universe or on this earth or in this nature, anyhow these support to our life. So these all substance, either it is living and non-living things, considered as a water natural resources. So these natural resources, and this make our life smooth and comfortable. But what happened, due to the increase in the population, continually we are using this natural resources unwisely, automatically we are using too much part of this natural resources without any thinking. So what happened, ultimately it has some bad effect on the availability of natural resources. So means it gets started to exhausted. This can has created an imbalance in the nature. So due to that, water means the availability of this natural resources or substances in the nature, what happened, it's became less, and it create imbalance in nature. So this is a very serious problem regarding to this environment, and it is also serious problem for us. So now today we are facing the shortage of water, shortage of this wildlife, plants and animals. This all due to water. This all due to the indiscriminate using of these natural resources, because these natural resources ultimately connected to water to our life, because these are support to our life. So unless we take the proper action to conserve these natural resources, they may not be available to the later generation. Means if continually if we are using in same way unwisely, बिना सोचे समझे continually आप उसको ना अंधाधुंध उसको यूज करते जाओगे without any purpose, so what happen, means the coming generation they are not able to use these natural resources. Now next there are the classification. So these natural resources can be classified on the basis of their availability. So there are the two different types or categories, broad categories of natural resources. First one, that is the inexhaustible natural resources. The inexhaustible natural resources means type of natural resources which can be renewed, and we can use further in our life. It can be renewed again and again. That type of natural resources known as water inexhaustible natural resources. For example, sunlight, air, water, it can ultimately renew in nature. So this type of natural resources is called inexhaustible natural resources. Second one, exhaustible natural resources means the type of natural resources which cannot be renewed in nature, and it can be consumed very fast by the human activities, or it can be utilized by the or consumption can be done by the human activities. For example, natural gas, forest, petroleum, coal. So this type of natural resources is called exhaustible natural resources. Now you can see in your textbook page number 64, it's very clearly given that inexhaustible natural resources, these resources are continually renewed by the nature and are not likely to get exhausted, we say that the resources are limitless. Means there will be no limit of inexhaustible natural resources, because ultimately by the natural process it can renew in nature and we can use continually for life. Exhaustible natural resources, these natural resources are present in a fixed or limited amount. Means there are the storage है ना, इनका जो अमाउंट है वो एक फिक्स है, लिमिटेड है, और if we are continually used unwisely, what happen, the time will come when the amount of these natural resources will what finished, or we are facing the problem of shortage of these natural resources. So that type of natural resources is known as what exhaustible natural resources, and they can be exhausted by the human activities, as the natural process cannot renew it. Means we are using very fast, but the process of renewing it's very slow, so that create what imbalance in between the this natural resources and their uses. For example, the mineral, forest, wildlife, coal, petroleum and mineral natural gases are the example of some exhaustible natural resources. Now then some resources like coal, petroleum, natural gas, these are known as what fossil fuels. Means the fuels, fossil fuels. So now fossil fuels means the fuels which are formed by the decomposition of dead and decaying remains of the plants and animals. Remains of plants and animals. Plants and animals. Okay. So the fuels which are formed by the decomposition of dead and decaying remains of the plants and animals is known as what fossil fuels. For example, coal, petroleum, natural gas. These are some examples of fossil fuels. Now then next, they were formed by the remains of the plants and animals. Fossils are the remains of the plants and animals and trapped between the layers of rocks. Now next, resources can be classified on the basis of first availability, these are exhaustible and inexhaustible, and natural resources are maybe natural or artificial. So there are some outline or of or flow diagram is given about the classification of resources. So resources may be natural or artificial, and then the natural resources can be classified in the two categories: inexhaustible natural resources and exhaustible natural resources. First one means natural resources are two types. Which one? It may be natural or artificial, and then natural resources can be divided into two broader categories: inexhaustible natural resources and exhaustible natural resources. So there are the few examples also given that you can note down in your notebook. Now next we are going to discuss about the coal in a detail, means how the coal is formed and what are the different types of coal. So coal First, we are described or discuss about the coal. As you know that coal is the one of very important or essential source of power for generation of power. It is used, and it is one of the most important natural resources which human being use to generate the electricity. So coal, it is a hard and a black brown colored fossil fuels. Which type of it is fossil fuel? It's a hard, a brown and a black colored fossil fuels, and mainly it is contains water carbon, because it is formed by the composition decomposition of plants and animals, and plants mostly contain water carbon in their body. So it is, you can say this coal is a water, mainly the form of carbon. Now next the question is that how this coal is formed, यानी कि कोयला कैसे बनता है ना. This is a very crucial or important question for us, means how it is formed. So simply this coal is formed by the process of carbonization. Okay, this process by which this coal is formed, this whole process is known as what? Carbonization. Carbonization means the process of conversion of wood into coal. Whatever this wood, and wood means plant, mostly plant is composed of what? Cellulose, and cellulose is a part of carbon. Okay, so that carbon, that wood converted into that cellulose converted into water, coal, by the process of carbonization, and this process taking place in the absence of oxygen. So the process of conversion of wood into coal in the absence of oxygen, this process is known as carbonization, and this process is involved in the formation of water coal. So coal was formed. Now see in your textbook, just we go through this paragraph how it is formed. So now page number 65. Coal was formed from the large plants or the trees that grew in the swampy areas millions of years ago. Means ना काफ़ी साल पहले जो क्या था ना, स्वैम्पी और डेंसी फॉरेस्ट है ना, घना जंगल था, और ड्यू टू सम नेचुरल फिनोमिना लाइक अर्थक्वेक, व्हाट हैपेंड, that plants buried under the soil, and slowly what happened, the pressure and temperatures continually increased, क्योंकि उसके ना layer by layer ना there will be a deposition of a soil taken place. So due to water under the earth crust, the pressure and temperature will increase continually, and due to that what happened, the decomposition of that plants taken place in the absence of oxygen, and it forms water coal. So they got buried under the earth due to some natural phenomena like earthquake and volcanic eruptions. As they sank deeper, the intense heat of the core of the earth and the pressure of the soil above increased continually. कि क्या हुआ कि धीरे धीरे जैसे वो ना नीचे दबते गए तो उसके ऊपर क्या ना टेम्परेचर और प्रेशर कंटिन्यूली इंक्रीज करता गया. ओके, so draw out of the moistures and gases from the remains increased their carbon content. Together with this, the bacterial action slowly converted the cellulose present in the wood. And what happened? The bacterial actions, biological action, biological activity also started, which decomposed water, the cellulose present in the wood. And this process of conversion of wood into the coal in the absence of oxygen is called water carbonization. So in this way the coal is formed ना, means काफ़ी समय साल पहले ना, हजारों लाखों साल पहले जब डेंसी फॉरेस्ट था, घना जंगल था, स्वैम्पी फॉरेस्ट था, so due to some natural phenomena like earthquake and volcanic eruptions, what happened, they got buried under the soil, and continually the deposition of soil is taken place, and due to that what happened, so continually the pressure or temperature of core will increase, and due to some biological or bacterial action, that the cellulose decomposed, and it formed or it convert, this wood is convert into the hard black brown color material that is called coal, and that whole process is known as carbonization. Now next the classification. So Classification of a coal. So naturally, the naturally occurring coal can be classified into the four categories or different four classes, and this is based on what the percentage of carbon. So you can say that on the basis of carbon content or a percentage, coal can be classified into four types. Okay, so coal can be classified into the four types. First one is anthracite. Second one is a bituminous. Third one lignite, and the fourth one is a peat. So now this classification is based on the percentage of carbon or content of carbon present in that type of coal. So the topmost quality, सबसे best quality है जो anthracite है, and this anthracite coal contain almost 90% or more than that carbon percentage of carbon content in it. This is 92 to this 98%. Then bituminous is 75 to 90%. Then lignite is 65 to 75% of carbon, and this contains 55 to 65%. Means this is the percentage of carbon present in this coal, because this is based on water. This is based on the carbon content or a percentage of carbon. So सबसे बेस्ट क्वालिटी का जो कोल है वो है एंथ्रासाइट, जिसमें सबसे ज़्यादा ना कार्बन का कंटेंट होता है, दैट इज 92 to 98%. सेकेंड क्लास बिटुमिनस दैट कंटेंट 75 to 90%. लिग्नाइट 65 to 75%. एंड सबसे lowest quality coal है that is peat, which contain 55 to 65% of coal. So this table is given here. You can note down in your notebook. This is a peat, a light brown color, which consists of 55 to 65, lignite brown color, bituminous black color, or anthracite bright black color. So anthracite, which is the best, as I told you that सबसे best quality का कौन सा है, anthracite, क्योंकि it contains more than 90% carbon in it. So which is the best variety of coal, that is anthracite. And this anthracite is found at the deeper greater depth, और ये सबसे ज़्यादा गहराई पे, ज़्यादा डेप्थ पे ये पाया जाता है. It has the maximum carbon content and a very high calorific value. Calorific value means how much percentage of how much amount of energy is released by the burning of 1 unit gram mass of fuel. कोई भी फ्यूल है ना, यूनिट मास जब उसको बर्न करते हैं तो उससे कितनी एनर्जी रिलीज होती है, कितनी हीट रिलीज होती है, दैट अमाउंट इज कॉल्ड व्हाट, कैलोरीफिक वैल्यू. सो कैलोरीफिक वैल्यू में बी डिफाइंड एज इट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ heat or energy produced by the burning of 1 unit of mass of any fuel. Okay, so that is called a calorific value. So this anthracite has a high calorific value, high percentage of calorific value. यानी एक केजी यदि आप चारों टाइप के कोल को बर्न करते हो तो सबसे ज़्यादा जो हीट या एनर्जी रिलीज होगी, दैट इज फ्रॉम द एंथ्रासाइट. So now see in your textbook here this classification is given. First, peat. It is a light brown spongy material which contains 55 to 65% of carbon. It is formed as a peeling up of dead plants and animals, and it is most inferior variety. सबसे जो lowest quality है वो peat है, सबसे best quality है that is a anthracite. Lignite. It is this lignite. It is the soft brown coal which contains 65 to 75% of carbon. Then bituminous. इट इज़ द मोस्ट कॉमनली फाउंड वेराइटी ऑफ द कोल, है ना। मोस्टली सबसे ज़्यादा जो ना पाया जाने वाला कोल है वो बिटुमिनस, और यही ज़्यादा आप इंडस्ट्री, फैक्ट्री और थर्मल पावर स्टेशन में अपना यूज़ करते हैं। कहीं कहीं पे ना समवेयर वी यूज़ दिस लिग्नाइट और ऑल्सो। So which is black in color, it is contains about 75 to 90% carbon. It is used as a household fuel and in industries. Mostly जो अपने घर में ना फ्यूल के रूप में सिगड़ी जलाने के लिए या फिर फैक्ट्री में या इंडस्ट्री में जो कोल यूज़ करते हैं पावर जनरेशन के लिए, स्टीम और बॉयलर चलाने के लिए, वहाँ पे अपन यूज़ करते हैं बिटुमिनस। नाउ नेक्स्ट सबसे टॉप क्वालिटी है एंथ्रासाइट। इट इज़ हार्ड ब्लैक, contains up to the 90 or more than 90% of carbon. It cannot be light easily, but when lighted ना ये जल्दी से जलता नहीं, लेकिन एक बार जलता है तो स्मूथली जलता रहता है। It produce lot of heat. It burns slow with very little smoke and it produce very little smoke. That's why it's at the high calorific value. So coal burns to produce a large amount of heat and gives out carbon dioxide and a small amount of the sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide gases. These gases are a source of air pollution, which we will discuss later. So means after the burning of coal, mainly coal is composed of water, carbon, and it also have some very small traces or small amount of the nitrogen and sulfur. So when it is react with the oxygen or burn in the presence of oxygen, it produce some oxide like carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. These oxide are the harmful and it main causes for the water air pollution. So that we discuss later. Now uses of coal. Normally it is used as a household fuel in industries, in a thermal power station. घर में आप यूज़ कर सकते हैं, फैक्ट्री इंडस्ट्री में बड़े बड़े जो थर्मल पावर होते हैं ना, जहाँ से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस की जाती है, तो दैट थर्मल पावर स्टेशन यूटिलाइज दिस टाइप ऑफ लिग्नाइट और बिटुमिनस कोल फॉर द प्रोडक्शन और जनरेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी। एंड अर्लियर पहले इट वॉज यूज टू प्रोड्यूस द स्टीम टू रन द इंजन, है ना। पहले था रेलवे जो रेल चलाने के लिए स्टीम बनाने के लिए इंजन में हम ना कोल यूज़ करते थे, तो उससे स्टीम बनती थी। ओके, इट इज़ यूज्ड टू मैन्युफैक्चर कोल तार एंड कोल गैस। दिस आर द कोल प्रोडक्ट, है ना। ये कोल तार, कोल गैस एंड कोक जो है, दिस आर द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ कोल. So these are produced or manufactured by the use of coal. Third, it is used in the extraction of the metals from their ores, like iron hai and other ores, means pure metal. In the process of metallurgy, we can use coal, or for the extraction of metal from its ore, we can use coal. Last, this coal is also utilized for the benzene, toluene, phenol, naphthalene, etc. are manufactured from the coal. These are some chemicals or some substances or compound which is formed or manufactured by the use of coal, like benzene, toluene, phenol, naphthalene. ये सब जो product है, these are a product of coal, है ना, by product of coal, and these are manufactured by the coal. Okay, so in the next class we are discussing about useful product obtained from the coal, about coke, coal tar, coal tar crudes, and coal gas. Okay, so I hope you this whole are today's content, I think clear for everyone. Natural resources, type of natural resources, artificial and natural. Natural resources can be categorized into two categories, inexhaustible and exhaustible. Then coal is a brown black hard substance which is mainly composed of carbon, and it is formed by the dead and plants remains. And types of coal on the basis of percentage of carbon or carbon content, there are the different 4 type of coal and their uses. So in today's content, if you have any problem, you can ask me through the Google Meet class. Have a nice day. Goodbye.